Welcome, guys. Today is Monday, May the 3rd, 2020, and today we are going to see reading comprehension and listening. The instructions, you already know them, but let's review. Remember the little eyes, you need to pay attention and read. For the listening part, you are going to see a speaker, and for the answering part, it's a pencil. What is the material that you're going to need for today? Your student's book, activity book, pencil, and eraser. Today, in the student's book, we are going to work in pages 50 to 52. So be ready, open your books. And today it's time for culture. We are going to talk about the differences between England and the United States. Let's start with page 50. We are going to talk about the Eden Project. Let's read together the post. One of my favorite places to visit, it is in Cornwall, in the southwest of England. It is called the Eden Project. It is a great place to learn about natural science. So let's start with lesson number 6, activity 19. Listen and read.
The Eden Project. An amazing place to visit. These buildings are called biomes. Inside, you can see trees and plants that normally grow in other countries. In the Mediterranean biome, you can see lemon, orange, and olive trees. In the rainforest biome, there are waterfalls, and you can see banana, cacao, and chewing gum trees. If you're observant, you can also see tree frogs, butterflies, lizards, and birds. The Eden Project isn't just a garden. It teaches people about plants. There are information sheets that explain why many of the plants are important. The Eden Project gardeners also give lessons on gardening. They can teach you to grow vegetables at home. There are many other reasons to go to the Eden Project. There's an ice rink in winter. There's a rock climbing club. And there are beautiful sculptures in the gardens. And if you like adventure sports, you can go on the longest zip line in England. For more information on the Eden Project, why don't you visit the Eden Project website?
All right, interesting, guys. Okay, there you see 2 questions in that red rectangle. It says, is there a place like the Eden Project in Mexico? And what is your favorite place to visit? You're going to answer those questions in the platform as a let's practice. So let's continue with activity 20. Are you ready for the culture quiz? I'm going to ask you to stop the video right now, answer the quiz. Then whenever you're ready, you come and play it again so you can hear the answers, okay?
How much do you know about England? Are you ready for the culture quiz? Culture quiz time. England. Number 1. Who is the patron saint of England? Is it A, St. Patrick, B, St. David, C, St. George? The answer is C, St. George. Number 2. Which river runs through the capital city of England? Is it A, the Severn, B, the Thames, C, the Mersey? answer is B, the Thames. Number 3. Which English actor plays Harry Potter in the movies? Is it A, Daniel Craig, B, Daniel Radcliffe, C, Rupert Grint? The answer is B, Daniel Radcliffe. Number 4. Man United is a football team in which city? Is it A, Oxford, B, Liverpool, C, Manchester? The answer is C, Manchester. Number 5. Where does the Queen of England live? Is it A, Westminster Abbey, B, Buckingham Palace, C, the Tower of London? The answer is B, Buckingham Palace. Number 6. What sport do they play at Wimbledon? Is it A, baseball, B, tennis, C, roller skating? The answer is B, tennis.
Okay, guys, how many did you get correct? Hopefully, a lot of them. Okay, so now let's go to page 51. Lesson number 7, activity 21. We're going to listen and read, and we are going to say true or false.
Number 1.
The National Seamen's Science Competition happens every year.
Number 2.
The competition is for children and teenagers who are between 11 and 18 years old.
Number 3.
You can enter a science, technology, engineering, or math project in the competition.
Number 4.
You can enter the competition on your own or with a group of friends as a team.
Number 5.
The competition happens in lots of places all over the U.S., and the winners of each region go to the final. The final is in Washington, D.C.
Number 6.
If your project is one of the best, you win a prize.
Okay, remember that you have to correct the false statements, okay? Now, everyday chit chat. Let's listen and repeat.
What did you do at school today?
A lot of things: art, math, science, and Spanish. And we started a history project.
A project? What's it about?
It's about the invention of machines in the 19th century. It's really interesting. I like history.
What did you learn in science?
Something about batteries and electricity. I didn't really understand it. It was very complicated.
Well, why don't we go to the Science Museum on the weekend? The museum always explains things simply.
That's a great idea. Can I ask a friend to come with us?
Of course.
Okay, if you can, try to repeat the conversation with your mom or dad or your brother or sister. They might help you out with this. Okay, now let's go to page 52.
Number 1. The 19th century.
Okay, for lesson number 8, which is the clear history, In the post says, "Hi there, I think television is an amazing invention. This timeline shows the development of television in the United States." So the timeline it's going to explain to us how is the progress of the television since the invention until today. So let's pay attention.
The history of television in the U.S. At the beginning of the 20th century, television didn't exist. In the evenings, people talked and played games. They looked at books. Some people played musical instruments. After 1920, some people listened to the radio. Life was very different. In 1926, an American engineer named Philo Farnsworth invented the electronic television system. He transmitted the first live human images using his television system in 1929. In the 1930s, television programming was rare. Some programs were only on during the weekends, and some nights there were no programs at all. But most people didn't have a television at home. Television wasn't popular. People preferred the radio. In the 1950s, more people began to buy televisions. By the mid-1950s, television established itself as America's favorite type of entertainment. Suddenly, television was popular. In 1967, for the first time, some television programs were in color. In 2000, 82% of homes in the U.S. had more than one television. Today, in the 21st century, televisions are bigger and better than in the past. They have flat screens and the image is very clear. There are many different channels and many different types of programs to watch. We can also watch television programs on our computers, tablets, and smartphones. Some people think we now watch too much television. What do you think?
So what do you think, guys? Do you think that we watch a lot of television? In my personal opinion, I think that we use more electronic devices than television, like tablets, cell phones, iPods, iPads. So let's continue with activity 26. You are going to put the following events in chronological order. That means what happened first and then what happened at last. For activity 27 and 28, we're going to skip that. We're going to complete those when we go back to the classroom. Now it's time for the activity book. We're going to work, or you're going to work by yourself from page 49 to 50. Let me explain to you what are you going to do in each one of these activities. We're going to start with page 49. In page 49, lesson 6 and activity 16, you are going to read and answer the questions. It is going to be based on page 50, okay? For the activity 17, you are going to listen and number, okay? So pay attention.
Number 1.
Hi, Kim. This is Florence in Jamaica. The Eden Project looks amazing. I think one of the most amazing places to visit in Jamaica is Dolphin Cove. It's beautiful and you can swim with the dolphins.
Number 2.
Hi, Kim. This is Zoe. I think one of the most incredible places to visit in Canada is Niagara Falls. The waterfalls are incredible.
Number 3.
Kim, this is Finn. I loved reading about the Eden Project. Wow, what an amazing place. I think one of the most amazing places in Ireland is Dublin Zoo. I love it there.
Number 4.
Hi, Kim. This is Scott. I think one of the most amazing places to visit in my country is the Waitomo Caves. They're caves in the side of a volcano, and they're really beautiful.
Okay, in lesson number 7, you are going to use the words in page 52, in the everyday chit chat. 51, to complete the conversation. Then let's go to page 50. In page 50, in lesson number 8, you're going to order and write. There you're going to circle true or false based on the student's book, page 52. Activity 20, you're going to read and complete. Again, you're going to base your answers in page 52 of your student book. Now, are you ready for activity 21? You're going to listen and predict. Read and predict, then you're going to listen and number.
Becky is talking to the members of the TTSLN about watching television.
Hi, Florence. Do you watch a lot of television? I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I love watching programs about cooking. Do you watch a lot of TV, Finn?
I watch a lot of movies on TV. I really like comedy and action movies, but I don't think I watch too much TV.
How about you, Ed?
I don't watch a lot of TV. I prefer listening to music and playing the guitar. How about you?
I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch lots of science and history programs, but I watch them online, on my computer. I can watch them when I want.
Okay, now in activity 22, you're going to write about yourself. You're going to use your information, okay? So that's it for the activities on your book. Remember that today we start a different way to turn in your assignments, your evidences. Number 1, answer the student and the activity books. Number 2, take all the necessary pictures. Number 3, attach them in today's topic in classroom. Remember, you are not going to send emails to me again. You are going to attach everything on the classroom assignment, okay? Remember, if you have any questions, you can find me at Google Classroom. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.